Greetings once again. My name is Stan Hustad, and I'm the leader of the Christian Entrepreneur Network, and we come your way with an iPod radio broadcast, which is called The Master Entrepreneur, and a What It Takes video teach about, and we kind of put those together from time to time in order to help you as a Christian entrepreneur, as a man or woman of the 21st century marketplace, to be smarter and braver and bolder and better at what you do, and most importantly, to do all that and be all that and yet be humble and seek to bless others. Well, one of the strategies that will be helpful for me and helpful for you in the time that's before us is to say, can we tell our story? Can we get people engaged in a short, bright, bold time? And Herman Hainert, who's a friend of mine who has a long time career as a serial entrepreneur, truly, creating many organizations and many companies and giving exceptional leadership to them, taught me what he called the matchstick exercise. And with a smile, he said, have you ever done that? And I said, no. Thought I knew all of the tricks, and he showed it to me. And so let me tell you the matchstick exercise. Here's how it goes. Can you tell your story in this time? Here we go. I lit the match. Now, pretty soon it's going to burn my fingers, and I'm going to have to drop it. But the deal is, can I, in the time it would take to light the match and then have to drop it, say a powerful line, sentence, or word that would really engage people, get them interested in my product or service, maybe even get them to the point where they might want it, buy it, and make the decision before it begins to burn my finger? I encourage you to do just that. That's a great exercise to take your sales team, or indeed yourself, and say, okay, let's time what the matchstick exercise would be. And am I focused? Am I precise? Am I powerful enough to actually get a connection? Now, it may not be the full story, but as I oftentimes said in radio, you're sharp and you're short, but what it does is it buys you more time and attention because you got the people engaged in the story, engaged in the activity, so they'll be willing to give you a little more time to hear the story and see how it can help or benefit them, or how the story ends up. So, why don't you think about that, all right? Here you go. Give it a try. There you go. Try it again. You've got the matchstick burning. Would you like to be one of the 3% of the population? That's right. Only 3% of the population know who they are, what they really want in life. And then they have the plan, the purpose, the poise, and the kind of coaching that will help them be one of the 3% of the successful people in the world. Would you like to know that? I can help you. Well, that's a start. And what I'm saying to people is, hey, only 3% of the population have some of the real elements of true success, and I believe that we can teach you how to be one of the 3%, because only 3% of the population know who they are, what they want, and they have a plan to achieve it. 10% of the population, they have a little more focus, a little more clarity, but they're not nearly as focused as the 3. 60% of the population have hopes, wants, and wishes, and they hope they win the lottery, but they have no specific plans. They just kind of deal with the day as it comes. Certainly they want some certain things, and they have some aspirations, but that's how it goes. 27% of the population are clueless. They don't even know how to deal with the day. They just take it as it comes. No hopes, no dreams, no plans, no visions, no focus. They're just trying to make it. What are you? Are you one of the 3? One of the 10? One of the 60? 27? What would you like to be? Well, one of the things I can help you with today is just that. I'm going to teach you something they taught us in broadcasting school, and they should have taught you in sales training, but most never learned it, and most don't know how to do it. Now, today, a number of people are working very, very hard, particularly around the world, for a certain day that will occur in the United States of America in February, just around the corner. You see, that's when there is an incredible American Football League championship called the Super Bowl. And you perhaps know all about that. It is the day in America. It almost is like a holiday as people plan to get together and party and watch the big football game. And it goes around the world. 130 million people are going to watch it, maybe even more. And one of the exercises I used to give to my students and to my clients was this. Assume that somebody who cared deeply for your business bought you a 60-second, a 1-minute commercial on the Super Bowl. You know, you've kind of always thought, well, I've got a good product and a good business and a good offer. If I just could get in front of enough people to tell my story, I believe I could sell them. I could get them to move, and my success might be assured. It might even be better than being on Shark Tank if I could have a Super Bowl commercial. But you don't happen to have $5 or $10 million to do that. So somebody who loved you and cared for you bought one for you. A rich uncle who believed in you. Here's the point. Now that you have 60 seconds to tell your story, what are you going to say? Your business, your offer, who? Think about that. You have 60 seconds to tell your story. And millions of people will see it. Now, one of the things I've encouraged people to do is when they say, what are you doing? How's business going? You say, well, we're working on our Super Bowl commercial. You have a commercial on Super Bowl? Well, no, not really, but we're doing the same thing. We're creating a 1-minute story that we can put on our website and on social media that will be our Super Bowl commercial. But here's the power. In figuring out, just as Herman knew when you light the match, if you come to the point where you can say in a short, sharp time who you are, what you do, what you have to offer, and most importantly, how these people will benefit from this, and then call them to action, you have the power to be a very powerful entrepreneur. And continuing, you just saw those 5 letters, A, I, D, D, A. This is our formulation of a classic advertising technique and strategy called the AIDA formula. It's been around for some time, but we have modified it specifically for you. And we're not going to teach it to you right now, but we're going to ask you to think about it and then perhaps ask us to help you with the details. Here's what AIDA stands for. In your presentation, the first thing you must do, A, get their attention. There's hundreds and thousands of messages out there. Get their attention. People hear the commercials come and they're going to get up and go to the party table or go to the restroom. Get their attention. But then after their attention, you have to keep their interest. And then most powerfully, you have to get them to desire. Pictures, emotions, stories that get them to desire what it is you have to offer. Then you're going to have to help them make a decision, know what the deal is, the decision, the deal. Here's what you have to do, and this is what you have to continue to do. And then call them to action. How to actually take and make the step that will lead to them enjoying the benefits you have. Now, this is my gift to you. That's a start to figuring out how you can use 2020 to be a year where you focus and sharpen your sales presentation, make your sales page even better, and then learn how to follow up with the stories and how to deal with the objections so that you can make more sales in 2020. Once again, my name is Stan. I come on behalf of the Christian Entrepreneur Network at tcenglobal.org. That's tcenglobal.org. And I'd welcome your reach out to us. You can reach out to me at stanhustad@gmail.com, stanhustad@gmail.com, and we look forward to helping you make your mark in the marketplace in 2020. All the best. Till next time, bye for now.